Okay, so today we will be studying role and profile. Now, let's understand the theory first. Role is basically for visibility, accessibility of data. That means who can view the data, who can have access of the data. So the senior to the person can have the access of the data. That means your boss can view your data, can access the data. Okay, so this is the only purpose of the role in the Salesforce. इसका मतलब ये है कि जो आपके सीनियर्स हैं वो आपके डेटा को देख सकते हैं। जिस तरह से कंपनी में एक सीनियर होते हैं, एक बॉस होते हैं, वो अपने जूनियर के डेटा को एक्सेस कर सकते हैं। तो सिर्फ और सिर्फ यही एक पर्पस है रोल का। अब हम लेट्स गो एंड चेक how we can set up our own role hierarchy in the Salesforce org. So first we have to click on setup. Then in a quick find, type role, and inside the manage users, we have an option of roles. Always try to open the things in a new tab. So this saves your time to going back or coming back to the desired page. So see, this is the the kind of the structure every organization have. We all have the trainees and the senior trainees and the senior people and the team lead, managers, architect, or whatever may be the structure of the profile. I mean structure of the organization. So role is the same thing, and every senior would like to have the access of the data of their junior. The senior will never come to the junior and can request for the access of the data. So same is the purpose of the role. Now, when you click on the setup role, by this you can uh, create the role hierarchy of your own company, own organization. So here it is given ABC, CEO. So you have the option of adding a role below this. You can click on the add role. You can give the name of the any role, any label of the role. For example, I'm giving the board of directors. Now you will give the name of the role. So it should not be like uh, have some space. Either it should be the with uh, underscore or with, I mean the in the continuous you can write the board of directors without any space. Now to whom you want to make this the role to report. So basically the ABC is my organization name. So I have given the the org name or the company name as ABC. So this is the organization name. Okay, I click here and save. Now I have a label here, board of directors, role name here. Okay. Now I'm going back to the the more to create a more role hierarchy in my system. So okay. Now you can, what you can do is, you can, if you want to edit the name, you like, for example, that your company do not have a CEO, you call it the that particular designation with some other name. So you have the option of adding the I mean changing the role in your organization, to whom you want to report. So let's say the CEO should report to the board of directors. So okay, now what you can see, you want to add few more here. This way you can add the the more role in your organization, and you can give the to whom you want to make this particular role to report. Okay, so this is all about the role in your organization. But the important thing is profile. So when we say what is the profile, so profile basically is a parent of user. That means what? Whatever a user can do in a Salesforce is all defined and controlled by the profile. What the object accessibility the user will have, what sort of the records can he can, I mean the object level security where the user wants to create the data or read the data. I mean whatever you like, well, from the creation of record to anything, everything is controlled by the profile for a user. So that's the reason the profile is very important. Now we have the two type of the profile. One is the standard, and another one is the custom. So again, the standard means that which is provided by the Salesforce. You cannot the delete the standard profile, but you can the on the other hand you can create the profile either by cloning some standard profile or existing profile, or from the scratch you can create uh, the I mean you can create the your own profile. But the best thing is to never the create from the scratch. Always clone the most the similar kind of the profile. Okay, in the standard profile and the custom profile, you have the permission to make the changes as per your organization need. So how you can go into profile? Again we will go into the setup. Then we have the profile, and when you click on the profile, you have the n number of the the profiles, which have every profile have a different the features inside it. The I mean what the if we assign a user a profile, so the user will have, I mean all the definitions that what user can do is based on the profile. Let's say okay, so here you have a new button. So by this you can create a new profile from the scratch. You can give a profile name here, and as you will click on the save, this will be helping you to create a new profile. So profile looks like something like this, where what sort of the page layout. So basically just to give you the introduction what is the page layout is. So let's say we have because this is a different topic and I will be creating a video on the page layout separately. But just to give you the introduction, the what sort of the fields you are seeing here is the page layout. Which field you want to make it required, which field you want to see here, what the position you want to see the field. For example, you want to see the visible field after the number of the employees. So all you control through the page layout. So each object you will be assigning the page layout. So the profile actually the controls it. that which page layout you will be able to see. Then the field level security, in which the you make your field readable or the editable. Then the application which you create, that too the you control here. So everything which I mean everything from creation of record to anything is controlled through the profile. So let's say the here you have some profile, and you are selecting the any of the profile. For example, the system administrator, and you can give the name of the profile name, and your profile is ready. You can click on edit here to make some changes inside it. uh, Go, click on edit. No, not this one, this one. So this we will be learning when the more in detail when we will be creating the object, when we will learning the object level security, field level security. At that time, we will be playing more with the profile. You can click on delete here. View users help you to see to whom you have assigned this particular profile. Now, users. So anyone who has a valid login ID, I mean username, and password to log in into Salesforce is a user. Now in the Salesforce, we identify the user by the profile, last name, username, email ID. Role is optional. License. So how to go and perform the operation, like to create the user or to make some setting changes in for a user. So you will click on setup, write user, and inside the manage user you will see users. Now let's edit one of the user. So last name, as I told you, this is my last name, email, username, user license, profile. Role is optional. Now when you create the user, you give a profile, and as I told you, the profile controls each and everything of the user. At what I mean the what will be the time the user can log in which IP address user can access the Salesforce, what the on which object the user can create data, on which object user can the view the data. So all these things are controlled by a user. In Salesforce, we have one user which is permanently marked as system administrator, and you cannot change the profile of that user. That is, at the time of the creation of the or the first user which we create, or you can say on which we buy the org. So that user is always the known as system administrator. You cannot change it. For example, so you cannot change the profile of the this user. This will be the permanently system administrator.
Can you please repeat?
The one user at the time of the creation of your org, you will provide a detail of the user. Like for example, you will give the name, email ID, username, your country, the pin code, etc. So that user will be permanently a system administrator. You cannot change the profile of that user. All other user which you will create, you can change the profile. You can make the changes. But for this particular user which you have created, you cannot change the profile. Okay. Now, how to create the user? So we have two options to create the new user and the as a single user, or you can create a multiple users at a time. So when you click on the new user, you provide the last name. So as you write the last name Tia, and it is giving the alias by default, you can change it with the alias of it. And is my email ID. Now with the single email ID, you can create the number of users. Only difference you have to make is in your username. For example, see here I am using the same email ID, but after .com, I am providing DE, or I can provide D only, or I can provide E, or I can provide dev, whatever. After this, you can change your nickname as per your choice, your comfortability. Now, choose the license, whichever license you want to choose. And this license is important because license, by choosing the license, you are choosing the profile. So every license have certain profiles inside it. So once you will choose a license, a correct license, then only you will get a desired profile. So for example, I have used the Salesforce platform, and I'm only getting an option of Salesforce platform user. If I go for the force.com app subscription, then I have only this option in profile. If I go for the partner app, I have this option. Now, make your user active, and once you will provide the all the details, and you will click on save, you will get an email notification on this particular email ID which you have provided, by which you can authenticate and you can sign in. Now, why for the administrator this user is important? Let's say this user, I'm changing the profile of this user. So let's say this particular user is facing a problem in logging into Salesforce, then the SIA will have two options. One, either she can click on forget password, a reset password link will be provided in an email to SIA, and by that she can change the password. But for example, if she is unable to change the password by that particular option as well, then she will reach to the system administrator of the org and she will request for the reset password. Now she will click on the reset password. The system administrator will click on reset password link. A reset password link will be sent to this email ID, and by clicking on that particular email ID, SIA can change the password. This email ID will be of the SIA. Now there are the two important terms. One is freeze and deactivate. In Salesforce, you don't have any option to delete the user. You can't delete the user, but you have the option of freeze and deactivate. So what is freeze and what is deactivate? For example, a employee has decided to go for the further studies, and for 2 or 3 months the employee will not be coming to the office and will not be working for the company. It's just for a 2 or 3 months. Then instead of the removing the performing some other action so that once the user will come back, we have an option of click on freeze. So when you click on the freeze, our license will still be occupied, but for a time being, until and unless the system administrator will unfreeze the user will not be able to log in from anywhere, even from the company. If there is an IP restriction, the user will not be able to log in into the Salesforce. After the 3 months, after passing the examination, the user will they come back and rejoin the organization, and system administrator will click on the same button like the first time the system administrator has freeze. Now this CR will not be able to log in. Now after passing the examination, the she reached the system administrator that, hey, I have rejoined the organization. I want to start my work. System administrator may quickly go into the user and will unfreeze this. Now Sia decided to to change the organization to she's getting a different the opportunity in different organization. So in that case, we have an option of deactivating the user. By clicking on the edit, as you have the checkbox of active, and you have checked into the active checkbox, so that means the user is present in your organization. When you will uncheck this checkbox, the user will be deactivated, and your license, which is consumed in creation of the user SIA, will be free. That particular license can be used for some other user. So this is all about, we have talked about the role, profile, user, freeze and deactivate. If you have any question, or if you want to have a more discussion, you can send me email at
ठीक है मैं
So if you have some doubt over the role profile, user, or you want to have a more discussion, you want to give some advice, so you can email us at global sftc professionals at the rate gmail.com. You can get the same email id in the description of the video. If you want to have a discussion on any topic of the Salesforce, or if you want to start a career in the Salesforce and you needed the help in as a guidance, you can reach out us and you can email us your query. We will be helping you with the appropriate and the best answer. Thank you. Thanks for today.